Last one, Maseo.
Racehorse
Racehorse arbitrage. Oh my gosh. Say same time. Countdown. Who's doing it?
Yeah.
You count down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. A.
S. Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Back of the Envelope. Today, Maseo and I, we okay. Last episode, we said that this was going to be, BAB. I think is what we're gonna call it. Building a business. Boats BAB. It's just kind of cursed the
Boats
amount
BAB.
of acronyms or whatever we're doing. But yeah, we said that's what we do today. But we had a more fun idea, and to be honest, last night was when we were supposed to record this episode. We didn't because we were feeling tired. But we're like, okay, let's plan an episode, and we didn't feel like planning something like, that's not really fun. So instead of doing that today, that'll be next week, likely. We are going to do a ways to get rich tier list. So as you can see here, we have a little bit of a tier list set up. Maseo and I both, we together, we made a list of different, ways to get rich. Ones that are like, weird, ones that are like from TikTok, ones that are like legitimate. And then we went and put them into one of these 6 tiers on our own. So, you guys said you like the debate format. Maseo and I are going to be possibly arguing with each other on what's good and what's bad today. So that's good. As you can see, the tiers we have: S, A, B, C, D, no E, F. I don't know why people do E tiers in tier lists. It's weird to me. It's like, I feel like you do the grades that you could get on like something in school plus S, right? E tier. I never got E tier, and then 7 tiers is way too many too.
Like for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So without further ado, Maseo, you ready to get into the first one?
I'm ready.
So we'll start off by going over the ones that you would see on TikTok, right? Just like the ones that might not be as legit. So first up, we got day trading. Maseo, what do you want to do to say our rating? Should we like count down and say do it at the same time, or what do you think? Like a little 3, 2, 1. Say what grade we give it.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right, you ready? 3, 2, 1. D.
C tier. Ooh,
C tier.
D.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So if we disagree, we'll together we'll talk it out, and one of us will either seed or we'll split the difference. But since we're right next to each other, C and D, we can't just like go in between. So we actually have to figure this out. You want to go first? Explain why you put it in C tier.
Right. Okay. Well, I actually originally had it in B tier because it is like a real thing. It works if you do it right. It is gambling, but it's gambling with like some hints, like you're gonna know what deck is like half good, and like as someone who's personally done it, it's not worth the stress. You won't make that much money, but I don't think it's like D tier bad. I think it's C tier because I think it's a legitimate way to make money.
Okay. I think it is D tier because 90% of people who day trade do not beat the market. If you're not beating the market, you are losing money. I don't think a way that for 90% of people will lose them money can get higher than a D on a tier list that's called How to Get Rich. All the people you see that are making money off day trading on TikTok are either part of that elite group who actually can beat the market, or more likely they're just lying to try to sell you a course or get them, get you to join their Discord where they'll send you alerts, and that's the real way that they make their money.
Right. I mean, okay.
You really want to put this
I'm gonna back down on this one.
D tier?
But sure, but no others. That was my one escape.
Okay. Never back down. Never what?
Never give up.
All right. You had very few in the bottom rung, so I'm curious. All right.
It's true.
Next one is dropshipping / copywriting / SMMA. We just have a picture of Tate here because he like promoted copywriting with his Hustler University. But I guess Iman Godsley would be the better spokesperson for this arena. You want me to start? Or I guess let's count down and say our grades.
Count down again? Okay.
Yeah. 3, 2, 1, F.
F.
Oh,
Collectively.
dude. Okay, so, Maseo, why is this an F tier?
Okay. I mean, first of all, I think this worked really well in 2014. Um, it just doesn't work anymore. There's too many people out there. People know what it is. Amazon exists for drop shipping.
Yeah.
Copywriting, really not much to be done there. SMMA, it's a lot of work.
Mhm.
The chance of you actually putting in the work and making money is like almost zero.
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's like way washed out too. It's overdone.
So, yeah, I put it in F just because I agree. I think it's oversaturated. I think out of these, SMMA can work on a smaller scale, like just doing social media for like local businesses and stuff. Like I
Yeah,
do this, I can tell you that works. But like the whole like selling, doing TikTok ads for businesses and trying to run it all remote and not actually put in any work. Basically, what they sell you on all of these things is that you don't have to work. That's just not true. Like it's gonna be like any other job. You're gonna have to put in a lot of effort if you actually want to succeed. The people selling you things, these things are all trying to sell you a course again. It's just another like, you know, TikTok scam type thing. So yeah, I mean, it probably works for some people, but like the Iman Godzis and Andrew Tate, those people they make their money off the course, guys. Like, don't be a
yeah,
dome. You can't make a ton of money by like drop shipping and stuff. We've known people who've tried to drop ship, and they're like plenty of stories. Like people just don't succeed. It's like not very easy to do well in the space. The people who are going to do well are like people who run it like an actual e-commerce brand. At that point, you're not like doing the whole work off my laptop for like an hour a day type thing. It's like you're actually
yeah.
running a
No, it's like
business. So I
it's
think
like
it's
your
different.
business. Yeah,
That's our reasoning. F tier. Off to a great start. This is kind
there
of
we go.
the first ones are going to be a
So
little bit.
negative.
Yeah. All right. What we talked about last video. Temu Method. You want to count us down?
Sure. 3, 2, 1.
F.
D.
You
Ah. I gave it D. Okay, because it technically works, and it's easier than drop shipping.
F tier because it's ways to get rich, not ways to make $50. It's a pyramid scheme. It's straight up. The slideshows are pretty funny though. Like when I have like a normal slideshow and I just get slapped with Temu Method at the end, it's like a little bit annoying, but I also laugh because it's
They're always like funny. Like they do a good job with that.
yeah.
I guess you're right by that. They're like you're not gonna get rich from the Temu method,
Yeah, it's like
but that's true. I guess that's not to say it doesn't work. It's more
all this
you're
thing
not
is just
gonna
like
get
them holding
rich.
bands. It's like my mama. How do I tell my mama how I made all this? Temu Method. Download the app. Yeah, no. F
Yeah.
tier.
Type this into the F tier.
So far,
I back down.
so far it's looking a lot like my list, but no, we'll see. Okay, so got those TikTok methods out of the way. Moral of the story is they're all kind of mids. So let's get into some legitimate ones. So let's do the classic. Go to college, get a reliable job, and then just like consistently invest, park at a big Fortune 500 company, or go be a doctor, something like that. Traditional method of getting wealthy. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. A.
B.
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 Wow. Okay, I want to hear you out.
Right. So, it sounds like the perfect, it's like the American dream. You come, you work, you retire. But I feel like that doesn't work out for a lot of people. First of all, like you need to have like a proper job. You need to get a good degree, high paying. I mean, you're never gonna really be like rich or wealthy just going the traditional route. Like you need to go off a little more. You need to be doing like your own thing, or you need to be like a really high position at some company.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's boring.
It is a little bit boring, but here's my case for A tier. This is like the number one way people become millionaires. Just by parking a job. It's the most consistent, reliable. If you're a high caliber individual doing this, like you'll make it far. The most people that I know who are like considered rich, this is how they all did it. You just go, park at a law firm or something, or you go park at a consulting firm, or go be a doctor or a lawyer or something like that. And it's consistent. You get a consistent paycheck. For a lot of people, I think that's what they want. They don't want the risk and volatility of doing one of these other methods. I think the path is laid out for you. You can find something that you like, and it's just, lower stress. And if you're consistently investing and you're not spending all your money, over time, just with index funds and stuff, you can totally amass a large amount of money. So, I mean, I think as a truly legitimate way that'll work for the most amount of people. Like, yeah, I think going to college, getting a job, it's a good idea. It works out for many people more than any of these other methods.
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I guess it depends like how wealthy you want to be, though. I feel like you can't push too far.
Maybe you can't become like mega rich, but dude, if you just want to like actually like have money, this is like a very safe way to do it. And if you are a high caliber individual who's going to be like, you wants to go sell out in like, the business field or something like that, or tech, I don't know, you can do it. It's possible, and you can make a ton of money.
Right.
I think it's comfortable.
Yeah.
Not everyone has like that risk tolerant, mind that can just go and do other things.
That's true. Okay.
I don't want to make you fold again, but I think this is one. If you're going to fold on any of them, this is the one to fold on. I think it's an A tier. I feel like it's disrespectful to put it in B tier.
Okay.
Just because of the amount of people that it's worked for.
That's true.
A?
Okay. Yeah. Okay, you're the majority, I guess. I don't know.
All right. Real estate. You ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1, B.
S. Whoa.
You put it in. Okay. Can I go first? Who's going first?
You can go first.
All right. Real estate. So, real estate has been a thing that, people want to get into. It's been the crown jewel, being a land chad. But here's why I think it's B tier. First things first, it's just real estate. It's kind of boring, I know we talked about that in the last one. I get that it's worked for a lot of people, but a little bit boring. Another thing is it takes up a lot more time than you'd think. You think real estate, so it's so passive, but even once you get, if you don't have a property manager, this is like your whole life is managing these property, dealing with annoying tenants and stuff. How do I know this? Because my grandparents own a lot of real estate, and before we had a property manager, it's like a pain in the ass, like you have to go down to these HOA meetings all the time and stuff like that, deal with tenants that you don't like and replace stuff that breaks. It's a lot of work. And then even when you get a property manager, you still have to make a lot of decisions, even though they deal with most of it for you. Real estate can definitely appreciate, and it has for a while, but in certain areas that have been booming markets, who knows if it'll still can continue to do so. Being a real estate agent, I think we both by real estate we mean like real estate investing, not like being a real estate agent, right?
Yeah.
Being a real estate agent is cool, but you're not going to make a ton of money off of it. Like, there are a lot of people who want to be real estate agents. But yeah, I just think it's boring, takes way more time than you think it actually will. And I don't know. I don't like being a landlord. It's like, it's like whatever. Just like have to like deal with tenants and stuff. It just doesn't seem enjoyable.
Yeah. I don't know. My point is kind of like in the situation where you're like, you can't be 100% in real estate, right? You have to be doing something else too to like really bring in that like initial money.
Yeah.
But once you have that money and you're buying like investment properties, they're pretty much going to always be appreciating. You can rent it out, get a property manager. You're at least getting like money in your pocket, but it's more that you're just like building an asset that's becoming yours more and more throughout the years. And like nothing is really going to take that away. Like, there could be like a market crash, but you still have your house.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't think it's a B tier. Maybe not S tier. But
honestly, I'd rather do like a real estate investment. I have like a little bit of a real estate investment trust in my portfolio, and that's like the easy way to do it. But buying and actively managing a property seems like a pain. I'm willing to go A if you want to split the difference here.
Yeah.
It's not
Okay.
S tier. It's definitely not S tier. I'm not going up there. I'm willing to
Okay.
go up there. I still think
I'll
it's
go
leaning
A tier.
B. I still think it's leaning B, but it's definitely not. I'm willing to go A. It's definitely not S.
Okay.
I'm putting reliable job in front of it though, because I think if you
Okay.
want to be able to successfully invest in real estate, you need
Real
money from
estate.
somewhere.
It's true.
You can't
You
just
need an
start. So
income.
this
Yeah.
comes first. That's goes ahead of it. Okay. Being frugal AF is our next one. Getting rich by not spending money. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. C.
C. Ah.
Okay, agreement again.
Okay.
I'll explain my side of it. Getting rich by being frugal. This is what my grandparents did. This is how they made, a lot of money. What, like, my grandpa was a middle school biology teacher, and my grandma was a nurse. They're immigrants from China, and they just were frugal basically their whole lives, and then they invested in real estate and stuff. But that's the majority of how they get there is just like saving money and being cheap. So it works. Here's the thing. I I this is actually like Ramit Sethi, right up his alley. I think you're better off spending your time and energy just trying to increase your income rather than decrease your spending. Because say those take the same amount of energy, saving money takes this same amount of energy as, just making more, which isn't always true. But then if you're making more money, then you have a better quality. If they take the same amount of energy, one gives you a higher quality of living. Obviously, pick the one that's going to, get you more stuff. That's my logic.
Yeah. Exactly. That was like the same point I had. It's like you're gonna spend all this time like trying to be frugal, trying to find the cheapest of all these things. Just spend your time focusing on making more money. Like,
And
I
what's
don't
the
know.
point of being rich if you can't enjoy it? If like
Yeah,
you
that's
become
true.
rich and then you never feel, and then like you've been frugal your whole life and you can't flip that switch to spend your money, what's the point of having the money?
Yeah, exactly. Just
So C tier.
yeah, C tier.
C tier. All right. Getting into some interesting ones. Um, Starting a business and cash flowing your way to a ton of money. You ready, Maseo?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. B.
S.
S.
B?
Sire. B, dude. You go first. You go first. Why is this so good?
Okay, because with the cash flowing business, right? It's like a consistent income. Let's say if you are in a business where you're not like you're just selling like high ticket items or something. That's not really cash flowing. But like once you're building up the cash flow within a business, your business is gonna like continue to grow and compound, assuming everything is going well. But you're able to make so much money like over time, not passively, you still have to work, but you're able to make money and it's going to keep compounding and you're making more money throughout time. Yeah, it's just
I think it's definitely B tier. Here's why.
yeah,
By running a cash flowing business, one, it is going to take a minute to get rich. It is not very fast. Two, you have to put in just as many hours as like, someone who is working a normal job. I'm thinking like the majority of like people who are like, making money with cash flowing businesses, like, people just like own a mom and pop shop, things like that. I think if you can do this if you can like scale it massively and you're just bringing in like if it's like a more passive business, if you're doing like SaaS or something like that, then that's obviously higher. But I think for the vast majority, it's like starting a business and like a normal small business and cash flowing your way to making a lot of money. It's good. It's definitely like doable, just starting a local business, something like that. But I don't think it's as high as the other ones. I think it's like B tier. It just takes like way longer than like for example, the next one we have on the list.
yeah, that's a good point.
It's definitely not S, and I don't think it's A either.
Okay. I guess you're right.
Like real
I
estate
mean,
versus match it up against like the other like two. Like, would you rather like start
yeah,
a business and
that's
take on
true.
risk, or just like go flow with the system? People want to break away from the what do they call it, the Matrix? But like, bro, the Matrix works pretty well. I don't know.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. You're right. You can go B.
B tier. Okay.
Yeah.
But next one, starting business and selling. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. S.
A. Oh.
You had cash flow above selling, homie. You wanna cash flow a business to millions rather than sell? Nah. Okay. Go. Why is it A?
What? Why is it A?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's great. I just don't think it has like as much longevity as something that's cash flowing.
Yeah. Which is fine because you sold. It doesn't need, like, bro, starting a business and selling. Why is this sick? Because one, you're young when you sell or whatever, and once you sell,
Right.
you can just get out of your mind. You need to have a pile of cash or stock in a
I'm gonna be
company or
honest,
whatever.
I misunderstood that question.
Yeah, no, I'm talking like,
I just picked up on that.
yeah, like
Okay.
selling
Yeah,
it.
no,
I feel like
that's
this
S tier.
is
That's S
easily
tier.
my number one. This is easily
Yeah.
this is the best way to get rich. If you can start a
No, it is.
business, fail a ton of times, get one right, sell, and then just chill and like angel invest for the rest of your life. Like,
Yeah.
this
No,
is
I
easily
just
my
picked
number
up
one
on what that
spot.
was. Yeah, no, that's S tier.
Yeah, I think
Oh, how'd I mess that up? Okay.
this is my favorite one. This is why we promote starting businesses and all these ideas and stuff on the podcast, because if you can sell a business, man, good for you.
Right.
Okay. Next one. Early at a startup. Being early at a startup. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. A.
A. Ah.
Okay, agreement there.
Yeah.
Similar to selling in business, you're just not the head honcho. But being able to but I think this, in certain aspects, it can actually be better because, yeah, you won't make as much money on the final sale or whatever, or when you go public or whatever. But you kind of get to see, you could wait until maybe it's like Series A startup or something, a startup that has a little bit of traction, and you can find, you basically have a higher success rate because you can kind of see that they're already growing. You have a team of people. A lot of people who get rich in Silicon Valley, this is how they did it. Early to Uber, part of the PayPal mafia, early to, Airbnb, Reddit, things like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like it's pretty low risk for like you as the person being early at a startup. Like
And a
it's
lot of
not
times,
really
like, you
like,
still get a salary and everything.
yeah, exactly.
To get
Like,
exit from a lot of, like, if you'd previously been doing, something like management consulting or investment banking, you could exit to a startup with your skills that you have acquired, and cash get some ownership, get some equity that you can cash out on if there's a sale or something like that. So I think it's A tier. Where do you think it goes in A tier with in regards to these other two that we have there? Do you think it's the highest? I think it is. I think it's higher than the other two
yeah, it's more fun.
because it's close. It's similar to the one we have in S tier.
Yeah.
Selling. Okay.
What is the picture for it?
What?
What is
That's
that
early
picture?
Airbnb. That's
Oh,
the first Airbnb office is like a house or something.
nice.
Okay. Next one. AI. Hopping on the AI wave. I guess this is kind of like not just AI, but we'll say it's like the crypto waves and hopping on the trend, basically. Yeah?
Right.
Does that
Yeah.
mess up your ranking, or is that, I think it's like the same for me.
Nah, it's like about the same.
Count us down.
3, 2, 1. C.
C.
Ah, there it
Okay.
is. I just,
Yeah, go for it.
yeah, I don't know. Well, I feel like, just like hopping on the trend, like even like with AI as an example, you can build up something really fast and get rid of it really fast.
Mhm.
And you can get out of it with like a nice chunk of cash, or maybe you hit the gold mine and it lasts a long time and
Yeah.
brings in more money. Like something like Coinbase, I guess would be a good example
Mhm.
of that. Like started as a small crypto wallet, crypto blew up, now a $1 billion company. Yeah, just like,
I think if you get on it early, it's great, and some people will make it out. The ones that survive become huge companies. the ones that survived the dot-com bubble when the internet was the big bubble. I mean, like Amazon survived it, and like of course some of the earlier tech companies like Apple, Microsoft. But a lot of people fail along the way in the hype. So obviously OpenAI will survive the AI bubble and things like that and become a huge valuable company. So I don't think it's fair to go lower than C tier, but it's at the end of the day, it's a bubble, it's a trend. The majority are going to fail, so don't feel comfortable putting it higher. Above or below being Frugal AF?
Above.
Above?
Actually, I don't know. It's like more of a gamble. I guess below.
Below? I don't know. That
It's
could
like
change. But yeah.
it's like less. It's less secure.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll keep it there for now. Okay.
Sure.
Next one. Side hustles. People are always talking about these side hustles. I guess it's kind of similar to like copywriting for some of them, but more traditional side hustles, doing this on top of your thing. You ready?
Right. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, D.
Wait, I didn't say anything. I meant C. Sorry.
Speak.
I was like, I heard you say
Quick
D,
list.
and I was like, wait, was mine D? No, I put C. My reasoning is that it's not going to make you rich.
Yeah.
It can make you money. Like right now in high school, side hustle is great.
Yeah.
College, like early 20s, maybe that's cool before you like really dive into your professional career. But I put it in C tier just because there's like the chance of you being able to scale your side hustle.
Okay.
Like there's people
Fair.
that I've seen, they do like, they start cleaning windows when they're 15 and they scale it to like, John's window cleaning.
Yeah.
They're going around with the team at that point. Like it's a low chance that it'll like get you rich, but there's a high chance it'll make you money.
Yeah.
That's why I put it like right in the middle. I feel like it deserved like the middle.
I said D just because, like you were saying, not going to make you extremely rich. The reason, like, it's a lot of work. Like, side hustle, you're really working. You're working by the hour most of the time, which is just not scalable. This is another one where you're just trading your time for money. But I get what you say about how it can scale and then turn into something like, a cash flowing business. So
yeah. And I kind of feel like in like the conversation of like, most of our audience, like teenagers.
Yeah, it's totally
the side hustles. It's up there on like the things to do. Like right now, like our time, what is it worth? 15 an hour.
Yeah.
So,
as a teenager, like the amount of money that you can make with the side hustle might actually be considered rich for a teenager, So
yeah, exactly.
I'm willing to bump up to C, and I'd actually say that we could put it above AI. Just because for teenagers, for our audience, like
it works.
Should it even go above being Frugal AF? Because could the money that you spend on being frugal be put towards a side hustle that generates enough extra income to pay that off? Possibly.
Yeah, I believe it.
Okay.
Depends but also depends how hard you want to work, right?
Yeah.
If you want to be scrubbing windows and go to town with your nice equipment, but
it could be like video editing or something that I do.
That's true.
I say high C tier. You change my mind. Okay.
All right.
You ready for the next one? Drugs.
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1. C.
B. Huh.
Oh, okay. Why B tier, Maseo?
Okay, so hear me out. I had it C tier earlier, but I was thinking about it some more. And, it sounds sketchy. There's two approaches to it. I was thinking, first of all, like cannabis, that's legal now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money in that. Like dispensaries are making crazy amount of money. People are franchising dispensaries. There's a lot of money in that. But talking the more illegal route, there's a lot of money to be made. I've watched all Breaking Bad. I know. But there's also so many things that could go wrong,
Yeah.
You just get arrested and your drug empire is gone. But there's the possible chance of upside.
Yeah.
It made me like it more than like C tier. I don't know if it belongs there. That's kind of what I felt.
I said C tier, which is like maybe a little bit higher than it should be in my opinion. No,
it's true though.
there's a lot of money. If you're doing the legal stuff, obviously not going to be as lucrative as the illegal stuff. Not this is
Honestly,
guys. This is not. We are not promoting that you should become a drug dealer. We are simply acknowledging that there are people who are drug
yeah,
kingpins who make a lot of money. But definitely, I don't know. It's high stress, but maybe someone else views that as like it's exciting. You know,
yeah,
it's an eventful life. You could go live like Walter White. So
yeah.
definitely not B tier. Because if you get
I'll come to
arrested,
see. It's
it's all
okay.
for
I'll
what?
come to
Then you
see.
have to go sit in a prison
Yeah,
cell.
yeah,
Better than day
but
trading though.
yeah.
It's basically what we decided.
I
Um,
I was talking to my neighbor, and he runs a fertilizer company,
mhm.
and they make fertilizer for like specifically for cannabis plants. It's like a
Uh-huh.
fungus that like latches onto it. He's making like over 100 million a year in like revenue.
I have what?
Yeah,
That's crazy. He's still your neighbor?
yeah, I know. Like, I don't know why he lives here.
um, I have a family friend who's like part of this startup. They do like marijuana chews or something.
Right
It's
on.
like it's not like Zyn. It's because it's not nicotine. It's what you call it. It's like oh my
Is
gosh,
it CBD?
Canadips. Canadips is what it's called.
Canadips.
Oh my gosh, I can't type. Canadips. Yeah, dude. Obviously, guys, if you're,
Rippers.
I'm not accessing the website. I'm not over
You can't
21.
access. Nope.
Um,
Get off there.
but yeah, no, I think with everything slowly getting legalized, there's a place to make money for the early companies here. So obviously, that's a different side. There are two different sides of this one, but I'm putting it above or below AI.
I think it can go below.
Below, okay, we'll put it there.
I,
Guys, don't do drugs. Do not do drugs. It is not good for, as Morty said, guys, this is going to hinder your earning power for sure.
you're gonna become lazy and sedated.
Lazy and sedated, everyone. Kind of true. All
It
right,
is kind of valid.
last one, Maseo.
Racehorse
Racehorse
arbitrage.
arbitrage. Oh my gosh. Say same time. Countdown. Who's doing it?
Yeah.
You count down.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. A.
S.
Ah.
I put in S tier, Maseo.
Okay. Well, my only issue was the initial like the setup cost.
Okay,
To get the boats and to get the submarines and to get the
that is true.
just get like pay off all the like coast guards.
Yeah.
It seemed like a lot to start, which just bumped it down a little bit for me. But then
Okay.
once you get it going, you're an instant trillionaire. So
Yeah.
um
I think that there's that setup cost. I guess I could bring it down to A tier because there's a setup cost and there's a lot of the similar downfalls with drugs, like it being illegal to smuggle racehorses from Guyana or Suriname. Sorry. Suriname?
no, it's Guyana.
Guyana.
Yeah.
It being illegal to smuggle in racehorses from there to over here in the States. Obviously some risk. You might get mistaken as like being a real narco sub, not just like a racehorse submarine.
Shoot.
If you do helicopters or something, then that's a lot to pay for, and like I mean, I don't know, but obviously a huge upside. So, what do you think? B tier, or does it really? Because you could get arrested. I feel like if we are hard on drugs for that, then we have to be hard on
That's true.
racehorses too.
We could go B tier. It's pretty legal.
Put it right here.
Also, for anyone who doesn't get this is from like our like 20th episode.
One of the greatest episodes of I guess it was called Teen Finance at the time. But
go back, look it up on our page.
Go watch it. It's a funny
It'll come up,
episode. We
I
talk all
promise.
about
It's
racehorse
really funny.
arbitrage. I'm happy it's on this list as a legitimate way to get rich. I'm happy that it's higher than being frugal, saving your money. Nah, racehorse is better. Starting a side hustle, racehorses.
Yeah, I know.
Getting part of the AI bubble, racehorse is better. Day trading, copywriting, dropshipping, Temu. Nah, racehorse arbitrage, guys.
What's that?
That's our definitive list of ways to get rich. Up in S tier, we have selling a business. A tier, we have early at a startup, traditional, go to college, get a job, and then real estate. B tier, we have starting a cash flowing business and racehorse arbitrage. C tier, we have side hustles, being frugal AF, hopping on the latest tech bubble, and drugs. In D tier, we have day trading. In F tier, we have the copywriting / dropshipping / SMMA / whatever anyone's trying to sell you a course on. And then the last one, we have the Temu method. Maybe we're a little bit too harsh on the Temu method. It's funny. It's funny.
Slideshows.
Slideshows, guys.
Even like cute cat slideshows with it lately.
I've been getting the urban planning slideshow, and then it'll just hit you with the Temu method.
I've seen that.
Okay, that's our list. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like more fun stuff like this, let us know in the comments. Yeah, mark your calendars for next week. We'll do probably Bab episode 2, and then a big episode for episode 50, revealing some big stuff. Ooh. Is there anything else?
No, that's it. See you guys next week.
Toodles, everyone. Goodbye. I'm going to go do my AP Spanish homework now. Yay.
I'm gonna go hit the books.
All right, later.